In spite of all my preparation, the Long Dark is presently in the midst of reminding me just how quickly it can kill me. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where I am making my way to the edge of the Broken Railroad. And if you missed the end of the last episode, well, around the 20-minute mark of the last episode, I got attacked by a wolf that was very, very clever in its attack pattern, shall we say. And as a result, man, this wind is doing what the wind in the Long Dark does. I'm going to really need to benefit from the running speed I get from this stim. Holy crap. But yeah, this wolf pulled an attack pattern unlike most wolves that I've seen recently. It ran past me on my left and circled around and attacked me from behind while I was trying to pull another arrow. And that was fun. Okay, interesting. Here's what I'm going to do here. Can't see a damn thing. There's a chance I might have to use a second stim here, because this particular path that I'm following right now it's not exactly a short one. Thankfully, the wind is now at our backs after the zone transition. That's a bear, so we're not going that way. That's a wolf. So we're going to have to go kind of around. And of course, now we're getting cold. So this is actually quite a dangerous... Yep, and there we go. There's stim number 2. Yeah, this could be it.
Oh, so cold.
Shit. Yep, this is probably it. This is probably it. This is probably it. The ice is going to break right here. I just lost my warming up benefit. Yeah, this is probably it. All right, that bear ruined my plan because the bear was right along the tracks. And now I pretty much have no choice. Yep. 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 This was going great until it wasn't.
I can lay down and...
Use another stem and try to run, I guess. Mind you, I think I'm bleeding right now. Yeah, I am. So this could be it. What is that wolf doing? I'm stuck against a tree here. Okay. Managed to actually scare the wolf off. The bear also seems to have given up pursuit, and we didn't fall through the ice. Stim is about to wear off. I think I have one more. Hang on. Nope, I don't. I don't. I don't have another stim. So, at this point, this is probably it, because I'm not going to make it all the way down the tracks.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
I could potentially light a fire and make some coffee with the last few seconds I have here. Let's see if I can do it. I don't have, like, yeah. I don't think I have enough. I have the acorn grounds ready to go.
Come on, little fire.
I still had wolf meat on me. I didn't know that. I thought I had dropped it all by the fire. So that's even more annoying because that's part of the reason I was getting attention there. Alright. This might not cook in time. Any other sticks in the area, maybe? That'd be nice. Alright. Oh my god, it might actually work. Drink it. Alright, so this is rough, because that's going to be a little bit of energy and a little bit of warmth, but probably not enough to save me. Yeah. This is probably it for Season 7. I'm amazed I made it this far, to be completely honest. The sad thing is, if I had one more stim, it could potentially be enough. If I had just one more stim, but now this cold is going to kill me. Without question. There's no way. This is it. I'm going to fight my way down the tracks as hard as I can. Don't even think I'm going to be able to see the train car in the distance. She's fighting. There it is. And the save, just to rub it in on the side, 193 days survived. 100% of the world explored. New favorite zone discovered. Absolutely. God, that was a good run. That was a really, really, really good run. Holy crap. Really crappy way to end it. Had that bear not been on the tracks, it would have been fine. So that was as far as RNG goes, as far as... Okay, so just first thoughts, immediate thoughts. First, good God, this screen is so incriminating, it's hilarious to me. I play custom difficulty almost exclusively, and this screen just does not give me the credit I deserve as a Long Dark player. I haven't touched, clearly, Stalker or Interloper since story mode launched because I play custom difficulties all the time around the level that you have been seeing me play in this season and in past seasons of Against All Odds. Anyway, thoughts. Longest survival run in 7 seasons of Against All Odds, hands down. First time ever exploring 100% of the world. We didn't go literally everywhere, but we went enough of everywhere to hit that 100%, that magical 100% for the first time. Most challenging, definitely, Against All Odds custom code ever. So, having kind of given those quick thoughts, in more detail, longest and most challenging against all odds run? Yes. Best against all odds ever? I'm not sure. It's up there, but I don't know if it takes the prize. As I said a few times in recent episodes, I think not having the rifle and relying purely on bow skill, though I'm sure it was entertaining to watch me build those up, ultimately feels like a net loss, kind of, for me. The series doesn't feel like a net loss. I mean, the difficulty approach in terms of not only how challenging it was, but how entertaining it was, how engaging it was for me from beginning to end, how frustrating it was at points. And some of the stuff was kind of external due to patches and stuff not working right. That happens. It's kind of unavoidable, especially with the DLC coming out lately. But I think playing on this level of challenge generally makes for good content, but I'm left wondering if the content would have been just as good or better without almost all of the focus being on the struggle to survive and almost none of it being on the joy of exploration and discovery. Maybe that's unfair to the series to put it quite that black and white, but I think my point in saying it that way is that it kind of felt that way, especially when things got really intense. The Long Dark, I think, when you crank it up to Interloper level or something Interloper adjacent like this, it becomes a different game in a lot of ways. That is something I've been thinking about a lot over the course of the recording of this series, especially in recent weeks. So I really kind of wonder about that, about contemporary Long Dark content in general, not just on my channel, but just all Long Dark content made by the various talented content creators in our community. And that kind of wondering on my part is definitely going to inform my next Against All Odds series for sure, which is starting sooner than you might think. More on that in a second. As for how that death went, so it's been close to a week since I recorded this episode. I was so caught off guard by this turn of events that I actively decided not to commentate a lot after it happened. It was less out of frustration and more out of genuine surprise and wanting to collect my thoughts. So I'm actually going back. This recording is I'm doing this the day before the episode is going to air, and it's just, sort of dubbing in this space and talking through some of the things that were important to me about this series, because there are so many. So, first of all, with regard to the death, I should have gotten out the flare gun and tried to run off the bear that way, waited for the bear to charge, then just flare it in the face. I think that's the long and short of it at the end of the day. I didn't, because I could barely see anything because of the flare. So when I saw the bear in front of me on the tracks, I panicked. I'm amazed I didn't fall through the ice when it started to crack. I'm even more amazed that the bear never charged. I don't know how that happened. In all, though, I think it was a much more adrenaline-fueled and valiant last stand than the last few series endings, which I'm quite happy with, to be completely honest. And I'm thrilled with the series overall, not only because it was my best, but because we had such fun with it. And to start and finish a new AAO feels like it cements my return to YouTube in a lot of ways. Speaking of that, what's next for Against All Odds? A lot has happened on the channel since I first recorded this episode. A new series was scheduled to premiere last weekend to overlap with the ending of this one, which I already knew about, obviously, but I hadn't told anyone. That premiere had to be delayed one more week. Just one more, I swear, just one more. So this weekend, the weekend of November 4th and 5th, we're going to have two premieres. One in Crusader Kings 3 and one in The Long Dark. What's weird about that is that there won't be a video on the channel for 3 days at all. You can chalk that up to me wanting to get the CK3 premiere just right, but at the end of the day, that's all it is. This series ended unexpectedly. The last premiere, the CK3 premiere, was delayed unexpectedly. The two things happened in the same week. It is what it is. Now, what's the Long Dark premiere going to be? Enough beating around the bush. The next Against All Odds series in the Long Dark will premiere on Sunday, this Sunday, at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. And we're going to be taking the series back to its roots, but with a twist. This will not be Season 8 of Against All Odds. It'll be Season 0. I'm putting the finishing touches on a code that merges the best of our most recent custom difficulty with the original Stalker level challenges that were so new to me when the series first began. So what does that mean? That means I'm bringing the rifle back, and I'm turning the auroras up, and I'm not telling you anything else. So just to be very clear about this, Season 8 of Against All Odds will be a similar challenge level to this, probably tuned down a bit for the reasons that I said a moment ago. But this next season is kind of to honor the idea that I've been floating not only on the Discord and in comments and in my commentary in my videos themselves. It's just this idea that I would love to do a more exploratory, relaxation, and exploration-focused game now that we've had so much time spent in a survival-focused game. Because I do genuinely think, and I'll talk about this more in the premiere, I think that Long Dark content loses a little something. Not a lot of something, but a little something. Especially something that might be valuable to new players who are watching the game and wanting to learn about it for the first time and maybe deciding whether or not they want to join this community. And I think ultimately what's lost is that sense of exploration and discovery. And I would love to record a series both in honor of that and in honor of Against All Odds in general, and in honor of those of you that are still here watching. By the way, just a shout out to all of you still here watching on the daily at the end of this series. There's a funny phenomenon with daily Let's Play content. It's not as popular on YouTube as it used to be. I still like it, you still like it, but one thing that's always been true is that there are always fewer people around at the end than there are at the beginning. It's just the way that it is. There's a huge crowd at the opening, smaller crowd at the end. Thank you to those of you still here watching. To those of you who watch in the backlog and are catching up later, not watching it live every day, that's just fine. We're busy. We got stuff to do, right? Glad you're here too. Thank you for watching. And I think with that, I will go ahead and close the book on Season 7 of Against All Odds. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time here, look for the join button to get access to channel unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes in the Long Dark will continue, except for the next 3 days, to come out every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I will see you next series.